Hey, what is good? When I get out in the streets and I start talking mess, start raising eyebrows. When I start raising eyebrows, I start calling in the homies. Because I ain't out here by myself. Not only do we have C4 explosives, y'all. C4 explosives, say what's up.
What's up?
And now, every time I start ruffling feathers, I'm going to call this young man up. You guys, welcome back to the channel. The one and only Valhalla Overland. That's right, y'all. We got Sgt Rhodes.
What's up, fellas? What's up? Thank
Yeah,
you for having me tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule out there trying to let people know what is going on. So, what's going on?
What's going on? We are 1 week out. 1 week from today, we are having Remove the Regime, hosting that in Washington, D.C. 3-day event. It's going to be crazy. I mean, peaceable. Okay. Let's just put that right up front. We're not doing this January 6th bullshit.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of stuff planned. And a lot of big names coming in, a lot of people that are really helping us get this off the ground.
Yeah. A couple of folks that we know that we've had on the channel and that are house hopefuls slash we're gonna get them in there. One of the biggest men I've ever seen in my life, Bernard Taylor's gonna go.
It's a big deal right there.
I have to say that made me really happy when I reached out to him and he said yes. I reached out to ask him if he'd be interested in finding out more because I didn't want to just come straight out and ask him.
Yeah.
And so he jumped in one of our calls, and by the end of the call, he said he was looking up flights.
And that's just it, man. Like, Bernard is here to make change. So if you get in his way, he's gonna make you move.
Yes.
100%.
And the other one was Russell Cleveland.
Yes, he's on board.
Who if you guys didn't see this week, he and his wife have been active, and when they shut down the government, but then when they came back, when the government opened back up, and basically, you know, they're screwing over people who have affordable health care, they were sharing the story about their daughter who passed away from leukemia.
Yep, that's one of them.
And if you didn't see any of those posts, you need to go check out Bernard Taylor and Russell Cleveland on Instagram, on social media, because their stories are very powerful. Bernard is just tired of crooked politicians, and so is Russell. But Russell has his heart in this because they lost their baby girl, and if it wasn't for affordable health care, it would have been a mess for them.
Yep.
And if that doesn't move you,
and they had their other daughter got sick as well.
Yeah.
I mean, they got hit double barrel there.
Yeah,
they're good human beings, and they're grassroots campaigns. So there is no APAC money. There is no dirty money laundering to their banks. This is
time for a change.
This is legit. This is the people we need representing us at the table.
Yeah, it's folks that actually live in the community.
Yeah,
it's not rich folks. And I pray that one day Americans actually understand that it's not about the money. It's not about the money. I hope that the Christians wake up and understand that it's not about the money. It's about taking care of each other, because God never once told you, go to Vegas and win it all. He always told you to take care of your neighbors.
It's about community.
period.
Yep.
The only way we're going to get through all of this mess and to get back on the right track and all that stuff is for everyone to put down their bullshit, realize that they're Americans, and we don't need another tragic thing to happen. We don't need more planes flying into anything. We don't need any bombs going off. We don't need any of that. We need to put down the bullshit and we need to get back to work to making this country what the hell is supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And so with all these peaceful protests and stuff like that, I got to go to the San Francisco. And that was cool. Did you see my video, Rhodes?
Yeah. That was actually,
dude, like that guy was upset.
Yeah.
There was no flow, costumes, no nothing. He and I went up to talk to him and I said, "Hey, what happened to your clothes?" He goes, "I don't need any clothes." He said, and he went like this, and he started turning his butt towards me. I was like, "Hey, easy, killer." He goes, "No, I want to show you." And it had Trump running down the inside of his leg. He said, "Trump shit. Trump is shit." Trump is shit and is running down my leg. I was like, "My man, go get some pants."
It's been fun. Rhodes, what's your road been looking like, and what's it look like on the way to November 20th?
I'm just trying to help out in any way I can. We get Zoom calls and they need people to help. So I stepped up because I got the time. Working basically like logistic stuff. We reach out. We're putting a heavy focus on influencers because that's kind of the key, because we can't count on the media.
Correct.
They're not showing up for us. They've already decided they prefer the power and the money.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
both sides.
Both sides.
To be fair.
Yep. To be fair, both sides. They've caved in, and so we have to go with social media. We have to go with influencers. And so we've had a lot of influencers jump on board that are like, we will join you there. We'll come there and join you in DC, and we'll ask our followers to join. And then Jessica Denson, the one who created this or came up with the idea, she founded the Removal Coalition. And it's a bunch of organizations that are really, they are amplifying her message of come to DC. And it's great to have these protests like No Kings. That gives people courage, that lets them know they're not alone. But it's time to go to the next phase. And that means taking our grievance straight to their front door. They don't see us when we're not getting covered by the media in your hometown. They don't see it. You see it, your neighbors see it, but they don't see it. Those people passing these laws and standing up for this regime. So it's been decided, like, instead of having a national day of protest, you've got these different organizations, 50501 DC, Free DC, 50501 Utah. I mean, you can look at the flyer, and at the bottom of the flyer, the main flyer, has a list of organizations. And we still, even this week, we had more wanting to jump on board and say, don't have a protest in your hometown. Go to Washington, DC, fill the streets. And it's gotten so serious where we've had people just literally, how can I help people get there? So they started GoFundMe to raise money. My friend Jessica, different Jessica, all right, Jessica Kelly, raised money with her GoFundMe to pay for buses. Because some people are like, I can't afford it. I mean, he's not lowered the prices on anything.
No.
And so close. People are just, they're hurting financially.
Yeah.
So it's
the holidays.
And the holidays. Yeah, we ain't spending shit. Let's just get that straight. Don't spend shit.
Yeah.
Recycle, give someone your love, give them your time, give them something that if they want to treat us like consumers, we can be pissed off consumers.
Yeah.
100%.
But so
And
all
if
those
you're, and
organizations,
if you're artistic, if you took time to make things,
yes,
whatever
yeah.
that is, like a lot more times than not, people, I mean, unless you make something that just doesn't make sense, but for the most part, people really do enjoy things that you make with your hands.
Yes, yes. So we are telling people to come to DC.
Yeah.
And if you can't make the drive, look around, talk to the people in your community. Maybe you guys can rent a bus. Maybe there's a church that will let you use the church bus because they're not happy with what the fake Christians up there are doing.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to your church. It's just a matter of,
And go as a church.
Yes, yes. Jessica Kelly raised almost $35,000 in just over a week to charter some buses. And she's like, I just need people that are concerned, that want to be there, that couldn't get there otherwise, and if you can help pay for the bus, that's great.
Yeah.
And so she's got buses from Florida and going through the North Carolina and South Carolina, Georgia, Ohio, and people can replicate what she's doing. They can charter a bus in their area. Or if you live in Philly, Boston, New York, jump on a train.
Yeah.
Get to DC next week. If you can be there for all 3 days, wonderful. If you can't, come on Saturday, the big one. If you can't come on Saturday, come on Thursday. I mean, get to DC. That's the message. Get to DC because we're going to demand impeachment on Thursday. So you got a flyer for Thursday. If you want to put that up, I'll kind of cover what's going on Thursday.
The 20th.
The 20th. Yeah. Should be a blue flyer.
You see
So the rally kicks off with a couple short speeches, nothing big because we were going to have so many people. On September 2nd, we had just under 1,500 people. So we are going to start it off with the rally, and then Representative Al Green is going to lead us up Capitol Hill, where we go and petition Congress. We're not just hitting 3 buildings this time, though. We're hitting all 5 buildings. There's 3 buildings for the representatives, 435 offices. And then there's 2 buildings for the Senate. And we're going to hit them all. Your guess is as good as mine what our total number will be. But we're hoping to blow September 2nd out of the water and tell them, demand impeachment. He's done way too much damage to this country. There is way more than enough instances where he's broken his oath to the Constitution. So then you see at the bottom of that flyer, it says 6 p.m. There's a private fundraiser. We don't have coffers, filled with money. We have to fundraise as we go. So if someone can afford to help us with that, that's where they're going to be able to meet some of the big influencers that will be in town for this event. I mean, people like Cats on the Couch. She's got over 1 million followers, and that her entire purpose is to have more followers than JD Vance and to troll him really bad. And Amanda's just wonderful. She's awesome.
She's hyped up, man. She can't wait to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have so many people coming on board. Official Empathy Tour, and that's David Clayton. He's actually not just an influencer, but he's running for Congress in North Carolina, trying to unseat Virginia Fox. But you see all these at the bottom there, all those different members of the coalition. Those are people that are saying, come and get to DC with these people. Flier, you see that? They are right there in DC 24/7. They're in front of Union Station at Columbus Circle. They've been there since May. They tried to take them down unlawfully, and they got it overturned and got their stuff back. So they'll be there. The Handmaids, oh my God, the Handmaids Army, they're going to be there. And we were just there a week ago. And let me tell you what, you want to talk about making an impact visually and drawing attention to what's going on in this country. Those ladies, they're serious about this fight to save their rights and the rights of their their daughters and their granddaughters.
Yeah.
Okay. You got Jolly's Remember Your Oath. They've been there since I think like 6 days after the National Guard got deployed to Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
Jolly got together with some other veterans and they stood up this organization. They call it Remember Your Oath, and they are not leaving until the National Guard is pulled out of the American cities.
I love how Jolly Ginger walks around playing the speech.
Yes, that's
And
just
then he-
one of the things he does that is just awesome. General
and then,
Miley.
and then he started playing audio of kids crying as their parents were being taken away.
Yeah, they do that outside of ICE.
Yeah.
Because them fuckers need to hear that.
100%.
Citizens impeachment. I mean, we've got so many different, you can see it right there, so many different and more that want to come along.
Yeah.
To be a part of this, to send their people and recommend their people come here. So instead of them hosting an event, they're like, no, we're not hosting an event. We're not doing this. We're helping them.
It's bigger than one
Yeah.
movement. It is one movement, or you know what I'm saying, one faction.
Yeah.
How is it sitting down on a call with all of them?
It's like herding cats. I feel so bad for Jessica and Cliff sometimes because we all have our thoughts. And but honestly, we think so much alike that we get a lot done on these calls. And then each person that's on that call is like has their mission to go and work on stuff. I've been trying to reach out for influencers. You guys know who Maggie Reed is. Mermaid Mama Maggie is how she goes by on Instagram. You know, I have a follower who I've developed a friendship with, and she's got like about 30,000 followers on Instagram. Her and I chat a lot, and she's like, I know some people, and put me in touch with Maggie. And Maggie put me in touch with her manager, and we made it happen. You know, we're not paying anybody to come. You know, nobody's getting paid to do this.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about
that? Yeah.
Hey, Maggie's
I
in the
wish.
Bay Area.
I wish.
Maggie's in the Bay Area. Maybe I can convince her to come get some wine.
But yeah, so Maggie's going to be there, you know, and one of the things that I've been pretty passionate about and is getting, because like I said, I reached out to Bernard. He's an influencer. He's also running.
Mm-hmm.
I reached out to David Clayton. He's an influencer. He's also running. I think maybe the Dropkick Murphys had already reached out to David. But when I spoke to him, you know, I didn't know if anyone had reached out, and he said yes. And I was like, this is fantastic. You know, I don't care who brings them in. We've got people that care about our country, and they have people that listen to them. So they're going to be paying attention to what's going on next week, even those that can't make it.
Isn't that like a typical firefighter? He sees Washington is burning, and he's going to go run into it.
Yep. By the end of the call,
we've had him on the channel two times, three times.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll straight up, he'll be talking, and he's like, well, fellas, gotta go. I gotta go save a life.
Yep.
That's it.
And then he like blushes and shit when I say, yeah, this is a real life superhero. He's like, stop it.
But you know what? So is grandma that's gonna show up next week.
Yeah.
So are the aunts and uncles and
everybody.
If they're showing up for this country, they are my hero.
100%.
They are.
Absolutely.
Look at what you guys are doing, just trying to help the Removal Coalition raise awareness about what's going on up there.
Yeah.
You know, so people out that pay attention to your podcast can be like, wow, I didn't know this was going on, and maybe I can make it up there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it works, y'all. Like getting and just connecting. And what you need to understand is influencers and people that are running for office, generally speaking, are just really cool humans.
Yeah.
You can reach out to them. You can say, what's up? You know, I reached out to Bernard, for example. I reached out to him and I was like, yo, my co-host lives in your area. Would you mind coming to talk to us? He said, name the time.
Yep.
Hella cool.
Yeah, I didn't even know he's in our area, in my area. And then, yeah, I've called him. I said, hey, ICE is in the area. There's helicopters. He's like, I'm coming. Let's talk. Let's see what's going on in your neighborhood. And I'm jumping on board with his.
And real quick, the guy who's in your district, who's nominated or whatever, he's in your district now. He's got the job now. Has he reached out? Has he gone to look around to see what ICE is doing? Not that I'm trying to compare and shit talk. I'm just.
You mean Brian Mast, the one that didn't want to sign off on the petition to release the Epstein files? No, he hasn't reached out. We actually reached out to him to come on the channel just to see, to share his point of view, and no, nothing.
Still nothing.
No, it's okay.
But yet, folks that live in that area go there and go to check to make sure that everyone is cool. And, like, there's really nothing that we can really do to stop this whole ICE thing from happening right now. But we can definitely tell people and show people and keep showing them, and alerting. Like, we had gotten a message, Mike and I had gotten a message that ICE was going to be hitting a part of his neighborhood at a certain time, la la la. We sent that to Bernard. Bernard's like, I'll be there.
500,000 views just on that reshare that he did. Like, it's amazing. And and this is the crucial part about being a content creator or an influencer, is actually you can do good in the world with that power. And there's a lot of people.
It doesn't have to be about eating Tide Pods or anything like this.
Or just like, this is the coffee I'm
we're
drinking
doing
today.
We're leveraging social media to do democracy. Democracy is sharing of ideas. Smart people getting together to be like, we can do this better. This is exactly what we're doing. So if you're afraid to come talk to us, we're cool. I know I get excited sometimes. I'm sorry.
It's what we do, though. And if you want to come and talk that shit, come on the show.
Come talk that shit.
If you think you're doing the right thing, come on and prove it.
Tell me about
come on the show and talk to these guys.
Yeah.
Why are you scared to talk to them?
Yeah. Come explain to me why.
Why is it a good thing what you're doing?
Why is it that we need
the right
H-1B visas? You guys hired the boss that is telling you that we need H-1B visas, the same guy that took money out of your education budget, the same guy who gave the lead officer for education is a WWE lady. Whose husband ran circles around her. He's telling you that we need to go to other countries that ironically spend a lot of money on education, and then they come here and they take your jobs.
What somebody
please come on the channel to explain to me that business plan.
You know what somebody told me? He commented, "Oh, you guys are scared of Trump and MAGA." I'm scared of Trump for being 200 feet within a school. That's what I'm scared about. We need to check his ass, and this is what November 20th through the 22nd is all about. His ass getting checked. His ass getting chucked out of the office. And I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
Sure.
What else we got going on the 21st?
21st. All right, bring that one up. I'll go over a couple of things that are on it.
That's the veterans one, right?
Yeah, that's the main thing that day is the veterans, but that's not the only thing. That's the orange flyer.
Is that one of the cats that go on the couch?
So this is Ragnar. He's my little buddy. He's my fat cat. So the tools to take home. So we are on Thursday. We're going into Congress, but that's not the only way you can lobby Congress. You can lobby them from home. So they're going to be going over some different things that you can do from home to get through to your representatives. There's a lot of people that don't know, they just don't understand, or they're too scared. So we've got citizens impeachment on board, and Flier has a Flier ops guy where he takes people up into Congress. You know, they're going to be working with these guys to teach them how to do what we do in DC, but from home. Yes, it's not as impactful, but it still matters because without those phone calls and without those letters and postcards and without you showing up at their town halls, I mean, town home. It makes it harder. Yeah, or their town home, I guess, right? So that's in the morning. And all these times can change, like according to weather. If it rains or something, they'll bump it a little bit. But 2 p.m. in the afternoon, veterans rally. So we've got a good slew of veterans. We are in the process of confirming which ones will be speaking. That will be at Flier. So the 11 a.m. and the 2 p.m. that's at Flier outside of Union Station, right in front.
Okay.
That will be happening there because who better knows what's going on with someone not following their oath than those people that put their life on the line for it. And then you see at night, it's a 7:30 comedy church. So that's going to be fun. People can buy tickets for it. If they're a big donor, they can get into all 3 events that we have because we have one each night for fundraising. But if they can only make 1 or 2, this is one that they can purchase tickets from the website right there, removetheregime.com. And if you flip to the next one, you'll see the people that will be at Comedy Church that will be conducting that show. So you might have heard of the guy in the bottom left.
Hey, show.
So he'll be there.
Look at him,
Kash.
dashing devil.
We got Father Nathan Monk. John Pavlovitz. So Elizabeth Booker, Houston, and then of course hosted by Larry Fulford. So it's going to be a really good show. And it all goes to a good cause because none of this is free. We got to pay people to put up the big main stage. We have to pay people for security, the sound system,
Is this
flyers,
an indoor or outdoor
banners,
thing?
and it's going to cost a lot of money. So
It's an indoor or outdoor?
it'll be indoor. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And anybody that purchases tickets will get the location emailed to them just for safety, you know.
Yeah. Smart.
Then the following day, that's the big one. If you can only make one and you can make it on Saturday, that's the big one. 12 p.m. It'll be, and we'll announce where. Probably next week we'll announce where in the National Mall, but it'll be in the National Mall. It'll start off with Earth to Eve, and then we'll have Dropkick Murphys playing a set and some national speakers. I'll just drop one. Okay, so Lieutenant Colonel Aguilar will be speaking. That's one of them. All right.
That's a lot of brass, son.
Yeah. So anyone who doesn't know who he is hasn't been paying attention. So go look him up if you don't know who he is. Okay. But that is going to be followed. That's about 2.5 hours long. And then it'll be followed by a march. And after the march, you got a little bit of time so you can go put some gas in your tank and get some food and whatever. And then there's another fundraising event, and that will have Earth to Eve. And then there's 3 bands down there. So if you click to the next flyer, that will show all the performers at the music show on Saturday night. Earth to Eve, All Strike, Gwen Levy in the breakdown, and then Freedom Futures Collective.
Nice.
That's so badass. Shout out to all these comedians. Shout out to all these comedians. Shout out to all of these entertainers here too. Check them out on Instagram. Follow them, please.
Yeah, they are one of the reasons we can make this happen is getting their help, putting the message out there.
Yeah.
So this is your chance to come and see them and help pay for the event, because, you know, we do need to hire people to put this together.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's
And
that's
not cheap.
next week. And I know it's last minute if this is the first year ever hearing about it, but doesn't mean you can't go, you know.
It does not.
And if you let's say you're a doctor or an attorney or scientist, whatever, let's say you got some disposable income, you own a business and you don't like what's going on, but you can't make it. You've already got other plans, or you just work, whatever reason you can't make it. Go on the website, and it's right on the flyer. Go right on the website, drop a little donation in there. You know, whatever you can. I know you got to take care of yourself first with this economy. So we're not asking anybody to go in debt for this. We're not asking someone that's, you know, living paycheck to paycheck to give us some of their money. We're not asking for that.
Yeah.
But, you know, when I was up in DC, I flew into BWI for September 2nd for that Welcome Back to Congress.
Mhm.
And I did a solo protest in Annapolis at the State House. I walked around with my Fuck ICE flag, and I had another flag I swapped out that said fuck Trump and fuck you for voting for him.
Oh yeah.
And I had people coming up to me to take pictures with me that were just so happy. I didn't have a protest going on. My friend was taking some video and pictures, and that's it. And I ran into a guy. He said he's an anesthesiologist. He said, I don't have time because I have a super heavy workload. But he said, I have money. So he says, I can help by using the tool that I have available, even if I can't come. And he was actually from California. He was flying back the following day, but he's like, I'll drop some money in there.
Yeah, we'll leave the link to remove the regime on the description. So if anybody if anybody wants to support,
there's a lot of different ways to help, you know. And like I said, maybe you can't go, maybe you don't have the money, but doesn't mean you can't talk to your church and see if your church can put together a trip for people that can go.
Yeah.
Because I know churches, I mean, I'm talking real Christian churches. I'm not talking this white nationalist Christian bullshit.
Big difference.
Real Christian churches got to be upset with what's going on.
100%.
And this is their opportunity. Hey, give us a hand, you know, help us by helping get people get there, or helping raise some money to make this happen.
Yeah.
Because we know this is just the start, but we're probably going to have to do it again. And each time we're trying to do it bigger.
Yeah.
So it's been great to see the escalation in numbers, you know, every go around. And I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like when everybody crash lands on DC.
You know,
Trump is scared, man. He does not want to see any of this go down.
Did you see that picture that they posted of him? Or it wasn't even a picture. It looked like a picture where he was sitting there next to Melania and his face was like shifted sideways like this.
He's not doing well.
He is not.
Cholesterol is doing its job right now.
Yeah.
Let me show you something that so back in March, my second protest, my first protest was in DC. My second protest was at Newsmax down in Boca Raton.
Yeah.
And this is my sign then. And my wife and I were like, okay, we're making handmade signs and stuff. Right. I called it back then.
Yeah. Democracy dies with applause for a dictator.
Woo. We called it back then.
Facts.
Yeah.
And not for anything, but there is no excuse anymore. Like back when he first took office, I was like, okay, maybe we just need someone to come in and move the furniture around. Fuck it. Let's see. But now, like, we're literally tearing down walls. We're literally doing all this stuff for one guy.
Yep.
For one guy and his ego.
Yeah. I was at the White House last week. It was,
and we're starting to learn that it's deeper than just his ego. It's like
Yep.
these dudes are being held hostage because of some weird videotapes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It all comes back.
Yeah. And
It all
hey,
comes back to get them.
hey, I'm not here to kink shame. Well, that one I will, but I'm not here to kink shame or anything like that, but you can't run the country.
That's not a
son.
kink.
You
Nah,
you can't run the country, son.
That's something
Yeah.
wrong up here.
when you're
A lot.
destroying the future of little women, little girls, and
So he's not a convicted pedophile. So I'm not going to call him a convicted pedophile. But if he's in there and
But
that's
when
what
there's
he's
smoke,
doing,
boy.
if that's what he's doing, and participating in the trafficking of women,
Mm-hmm.
it's coming out. It's coming out.
And the problem is bigger than that because it doesn't have to do. I mean, the fact that they did that to young girls is just disgusting. But it's the bigger issue here is there is a group of rich guys, rich people that get their way no matter what, no matter who, no matter when.
They used to. Time to put a stop to it.
Time to put a stop to it.
Hey, Mega, if you're watching this, before you get in the comments and troll, how about just fucking be a goddamn decent human being for just a minute and say it's not fucking right. If it's true that it's happening, it's not right.
Right. Just admit that. I mean, the fact that his ear is in perfect shape after this supposed thing, that should have woke you up.
Yeah.
That should have been enough. Actually, no, grab him by the pussy should have been enough. Let's be honest.
They got away with it because he talked like they talked, locker room talk. And okay, we've all heard it. So that's why they let him slide on it.
Well, there's a time when you need to grow the fuck up. You're the president of the United States.
You're the president of the greatest nation to ever show up on the face of this planet.
Yep. Listen here, you're not here to be the president of the Republicans. You're the president of the goddamn United States. That means you're supposed to look after the care and interests of all people inside our borders, not just the ones that you agree with.
Mm-hmm.
If Joe Biden, and I'm not even go on and say he's great, I'm saying this because I'm tired of the fucking troll arguments. If Joe Biden had done any of this, there would have been a civil war. Like they would have freaking done January 6th again.
100%. Look at how crazy they started acting when they were painting rainbows on the street. They were losing their minds.
Oh yeah. Or the little
and all it was paint.
The statue that they had in front of DC.
How much money are we going to waste painting over them? These rainbows, in Orlando, where it was put there because of the Pulse nightclub. Why do we have to take money, taxpayer money, when there's people that are hungry, people that are going home, that are homeless?
Exactly. Why do we have to pay for Kash Patel's date jet? Why do we have to pay for the
Christy
whatever it is that
Christy Nome's two new jets,
and then the one that we have to pay for Trump to make sure that is not being bugged or whatever the hell it is.
Oh, the guitar playing that costs more to fix than it did to actually it's actually worth.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so it's okay. It's okay for him to be wasting money like that, but not to be feeding people.
Yeah. How about putting the Qatar? Now, this has nothing to do with that money, but how about putting Qatari fighters in our country? Why? Mm-hmm. We have the largest military in the world, and now the fourth largest military in the world with ICE. Why the fuck do we need fighters from another country inside of our borders?
Yeah. You think Pam Bondi had anything to do with that, with her lobbyist ways for Qatar?
These people on the other side are not fucking waking up very fast, but they're going to. They're going to.
No, but that's just it. I don't think so. He took food literally out of their mouth. And there's still some of them that are like, that's
Oh.
my guy.
There's still some, because they're not being told that when they watch Fox News.
Of course
Yeah.
not.
But there's enough of them that are seeing what he's doing without the news telling them anything. There's plenty of people that don't watch the news, and they just see what's happening. They see that their check doesn't go as far.
Mhm.
Fox News, he's telling them, look at prices have never been lower. If you don't
Groceries.
watch, if they don't, if these Republicans don't watch Fox News, they don't hear his lies, but they know prices are not lower.
Yeah.
Not at all. And I work in a lot of convenience stores, so even on the flip side with the business owners, they rely on people with SNAP, and they get swipes, and they get the decline. They get charged for those processing fees for those declines as well, and they see they're down, and then they see all their inventory pricing go up, and then they're all in the same boat as everybody else, and they're coming to the realization that, oh shit, this is hitting me now.
Yep.
That's one thing that I just don't understand about people. For example, I tell people stories from when I was a kid, being poor and all that stuff, right? And it doesn't click. People have to, for some reason, they can't take your word for it. It sucks. It sucks to be poor. So why do I have to continue to tell you that it sucks to be poor? It only clicks when they become poor, or when they get laid off, or when they whatever, right? There's things that are happening, and you're like, hey, this thing is happening. And they're like, well, no.
It's not happening
Like,
here.
I made a video yesterday talking about the whole H-1B visa, because a year ago, I made an H-1B visa, and everyone was like, right? And now, a year later, your jobs are being given to someone else. And it's hilarious because fruit jobs, they thought it was going to be anything like that, right? Everybody thought it was just going to be these remedial jobs that nobody wants. For at least 365 days, I have been saying developer jobs that pay at least $100,000 a year, at least. And those are going to people that don't live here. Those aren't going to Americans. So what's going to happen is all those developer jobs are going to go, and then AI is going to come in. It's going to take up all these office jobs. It's going to take up all these design jobs. It's going to take all these accounting jobs. It's going to take up all these data analyst jobs. You see what I'm saying? And you guys are asleep at the wheel.
Make a paycheck, so
you're
guess who's
at
gonna be in the
sleep
factory?
at the wheel.
Yep.
And you got some liar telling you that you get to be, you get to be the rock star that you think you are.
Or they deport all the people that do all the hard labor, right? The manual labor, because they say that they're taking the jobs. But they do not want to work on a roof.
They do not.
They don't
It's
want
hot up there.
They don't
and
want to
cold.
do it in Florida. They don't, come on, man. Like it's just a way for him to siphon out all the people he despises.
And that's it. And instead of giving giving you guys SNAP benefits, he's asking you guys to buy some ugly ass shoes.
It's white supremacy. It's not sugarcoat it.
Yep. Rhodes, what's the latest MAGA encounter that you've had?
Well, I had a couple. I don't know if they're MAGA, but up last week in DC, I had a couple people on the other side of the aisle. Okay. How far down that rabbit hole, I don't know, but on the other side of the aisle. I had one gentleman, the Handmaid's Army was at the Lincoln on Saturday, this past Saturday. The Handmaid's Army was at the Lincoln Monument. Is it Memorial? Lincoln Memorial? They were there. And
yeah,
they were down after a little bit. They were taking pictures down by the reflecting pool. And one of the gals had an upside down flag, and there was a veteran there, a black veteran. Okay. He was there and he was upset. He was a younger guy and he was upset because he said, "You're disrespecting that flag." And so I had a friend that was there. They kind of were in each other's face a little bit. He's like, "I'm a veteran too. You know, I'm a combat veteran and she has a right to do that." Well, I came over to de-escalate. I was like, "Look, brother, I'm a fucking veteran too. They are exercising their First Amendment rights. They're scared.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're brave because they're coming forward. But the women
They
that are
have to be brave
protesting
because they're scared.
yeah, the women that are protesting are scared that they're going to lose their right to vote, that they're going to lose their right to have an abortion, even or their daughters or their granddaughters, if they're raped and they're 14 years old, that they won't have a right to have an abortion." He's like, "Why? I don't believe in abortion." I'm like, "That's your right to not believe in it, but that's their body."
Yeah.
Well, so that was
Just because it's available doesn't mean you have to take advantage of it.
yeah.
I don't
was
like
at a
it
protest
either.
One time I said, you don't like gay men and you're a man, don't fuck a gay man.
That's it.
There you go. Problem
It's
solved.
super simple.
Mind your business.
How easy is that?
Keep your pants on. You'll be fine.
Keep your pants on. How does it make your life any worse?
Yeah. And
It
just, if
doesn't.
it makes you feel any better, rape is illegal.
But
what are
well,
we
they're
doing?
look at they're trying to drop the age of consent
Oh man,
down to
These
14.
dirty motherfuckers.
Down to 14. Why?
Because all of them will have records if you don't.
Matt Gates is sweating it out right now.
Yeah, right.
But there was another gentleman that worked on Capitol Hill, an intern, and he worked for a Republican. And he came through the encampment saying, "Why do y'all hate?" This was at night through the oath, honor your oath encampment at Union Station. He said, "Why do y'all hate America and want to burn it down?" We had words for about 5 minutes. We talked for about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I got invited to come up to his office next week.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Now, he's an intern. He's 22 years old. He said, "Look, when I was 15, Trump was in office."
So
He goes, "This is what I grew up in. This is the Republican Party that he grew up with."
Yeah.
So we talked, and when we were done, he's following me on Instagram now. And he's like, "Why don't you, when you're here in town next week," or he told me this last week, he said in 2 weeks, said, "Come up to my office. And if his rep is there, he'll introduce us."
And that's the importance of talking to the people on the other side.
Like it was just
you have
talking.
You have to.
That's it.
You have to.
can't be-
They're
I
awesome.
love my neighbors. My neighbors are awesome people. They're Republican. So they don't come off as racist to me because they are just hardworking people that
Yeah.
got fed a bunch of lies.
Mm.
I have a cousin who is hardcore MAGA, the same one that grew up in Puerto Rico. Through it all, and he's passionate. He'll be talking his shit on Facebook, but through it all, he understands who I am to him,
Mm-hmm.
and all of this stuff is extra, and vice versa. That's my blood. He might be crazy. You touch him, you got your hands full.
You're crazy too, though.
In the right way. But yeah, like that's it.
We got to
literally
start
the only
to the
the
Republicans.
people to do this is to actually talk it through.
Yeah. I don't know that we can get through to MAGA, but we can get through to Republicans. They're seeing what's happening. There's and that's to our favor because they're seeing that the stuff we said was happening. They're seeing it now.
Mm-hmm.
They're seeing their checks not go as far. They're seeing people lose SNAP benefits. They're seeing their health insurance premiums going up by $100, $200, $300 a month. They're like, they've got to be thinking.
They're seeing families lose their family members. They're seeing young ladies struggling with being forced to carry an unviable fetus.
Yeah.
They're having to term, and it's unviable. MAGA, that means they're not going to make it. Sixth grade level, reading level be killing y'all.
We need to put definitions down at the bottom so they can read them.
Yeah.
And that's just it. Like, we have medical procedures and things like that you don't have to take advantage of. And if there's a young lady that's struggling with it, you leave her the fuck alone, because you don't think that decision is not wearing her the fuck down.
But
and
let's see if they step up with some
instead
money
of helping.
to raise
You guys
that kid.
are banning things. Right. You're banning books.
Then they make her take the baby full term, but then they don't support her because she's a single mom struggling.
Exactly.
Oh, you're lazy. Get to work.
Right.
Get to work.
Just go get a job.
You're in high school.
You keep giving them to people that don't live here.
Or you're in high school because you got taken advantage of by someone like the president.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
And it don't always have to be the president. Sometimes it's family members, son.
100%.
Sometimes it's family members.
And these are the conversations we have to have with the people that are off center, leaning on right, that are still in that we're in the. I hope it's not going to be what we think it is, what the left says it's going to be, and what he says is going to be. You know, we're all going to, economy is going to go down. You know, everything's going to be good for us. Like, those are the people we could talk to and reach if we conversate with them instead of yelling at them.
Yeah.
You got to have a common ground. What's the common ground? We want to be decent human beings.
And let me tell you, it all falls back to proper education. Because people that have things to live for I can't say don't make mistakes, but they make less mistakes. You know, you learn how to problem solve, and you learn to see, especially if you're studying history and anything like that. You say, okay, this happened, that happened, and it happened again, and it happened again, and you start to see the patterns, and then you say, I don't want to do that. I grew up around violent people. And I saw that, and I decided I did not want to be violent.
Let him out real quick.
You know? So as long as you are educating yourself and you have, you know, you're qualifying for jobs that might be there, all that stuff, you'll stay busy. And all this extracurricular stuff, you know, if you don't have anything to do, you're going to find yourself in trouble. What is it? What's the saying?
Idle hands. Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
Boom. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. But if you're reading and you're learning and you're studying and you're doing and you're, let's just say you're making Christmas presents and you're constantly staying busy, a lot of the things that bog you down won't. I promise you that. I promise you that. If you maintain education as one of the most important things in your life will turn out better. Now, granted, these days, because of morons that are running the ship, makes it look bleak, but we're working on it. We got Rhodes out here in a black outfit and a black flag, trying to tell you guys, it ain't gonna be like this for much longer, because we're here to make some change.
Let's see that picture. Let's see that picture of him standing up there.
Booyah. Look at, he looks like a damn superhero. It's gonna be like the Hall of Justice when Russell Cleveland, Bernard Taylor, and motherfucking Sgt Rhodes, Cliff Kash, and all these folks are going to be out there doing their thing, son.
You see U.S. Army Overlord standing next to these guys too. That dude's a bad dude, man.
Yeah, he is.
That's a bad.
Great.
dude.
Was that a meme or was that real life where he pushed that old lady
No, she tried to knock his phone out of his hand.
and he pushed her to
Pushed
the
her. He
ground?
didn't punch her. He pushed her.
He pushed her. Yeah.
He defended himself. Like, get away from me.
Yeah.
She committed battery on him.
Yeah.
Assault is the intent and the threat, and battery is once you touch someone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he needs a little bit of help too, because he's got to fight that case. So we need to support him on that one too, because
Yeah.
that's not cheap.
And for you guys that are saying you should never hit a woman, listen, he didn't hit her. He
If he had
controlled
hit
the
her,
situation.
she wouldn't have been talking any longer.
He controlled the situation.
Yeah.
He controlled the situation.
Yeah.
You can't, as a grown ass person, you cannot just walk up and try to knock someone's phone out of their hands. What did your parents teach you?
Yeah.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Bro, do you want to flip through some of these pictures and you tell us what's happening?
Wait.
Sure.
Leave this one right here for 1 second.
Oh, no. He's going to tell us about this one first.
I was gonna say, we see you in the backdrop, but what's it like being that guy right there looking at the camera? Like, oof.
I'm
He
just
said,
happy that I have the ability to go and stand up for people. I know not everybody can get there.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna fucking go. When the books are being written, it is not gonna say that I sat on the sidelines. It's gonna say that I did something.
Yep. That is one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to start moving and helping in this direction too. Because I'm not going to be one of those that people are like, well, what did you do? Oh, no, bitch. I was in the streets. You're not going to, you're like I keep saying, this is my country too, bitch. You're not just going to walk in and take it.
Well, I've said before. So if your roof gets a leak, do you sell your house or do you fix the roof?
You just demo it and build a ballroom.
No, man.
Well, right now the roof is leaking and we need to fix it.
Yeah, we do.
I'm not leaving this country.
And there's one big drip.
Fuck them motherfuckers. I fought for this fucking country. I lost 2 brothers overseas.
Tell them.
They came back with flags over their coffin.
Tell them.
That flag right there is upside down because we're in distress. It's black because it's the pirate theme. No quarter, no surrender. If you come for me when I'm exercising my First Amendment rights and I'm not breaking the fucking law, and you try to take me in and throw me into fucking Uganda or some other detention camp somewhere, it's fucking on. I don't want to fight. I don't want violence. But I have the ability to be a violent person if you bring violence to me.
I will defend myself.
I will defend myself. I will defend the person standing next to me if you try to fucking hurt them.
100%. Yep. The soldier thing don't go away.
Neither does the Marine thing.
Not for all of us, but the
Neither
soldier
does
thing
the
don't
Marine
go away.
thing.
You will see me standing up for people in the middle. Yeah. I got you. And Marines too. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah.
But you know
you
what?
will see me in the streets defending people too. Yeah.
I will say though, I go out there to try to give people hope too. This was at down by the reflecting pool at the Lincoln Monument. That was the gentleman. He was very upset, but when we walked away, we shook hands. I hugged his mom. This gentleman's mom, I'm pretty sure it was his mother, went to jail for 4 days marching with Martin Luther King Jr.
Wow.
Damn.
And I said, well, I don't want to go back to where we already came out of that past. I don't want to go back to it. 100%. I don't want that fight to happen again.
Fuck Jim Crow.
I hugged her. I hugged this guy.
Yeah.
So, and then there was 3 Canadians that were watching the whole interaction. They came over afterwards, and one of them, his buddies, kind of stood back a little bit, but the one of them came over and thanked me for standing up for them, for the handmaids.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let anybody get attacked in front of me.
But this guy's wearing Detroit Lions stuff, so we know he don't think right.
Got my
Bears, baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey God, I got something for you. Watch this.
Fair
Shout
enough.
out Caleb Williams. Hey God, we'll go right back to the right there. Bears. Shout out Caleb Williams for bringing this one out. Back to the pictures.
Speaking of bears,
Talk to me.
koala bears.
Do we want to see koala bears, or we want to flip through a couple more of these?
Koala
Really,
He
Right.
wants koala bears. What a man
This is
said.
all right. So we have to set this up though, because I don't want people are going to think this is all cute and stuff. These are vicious bears. Okay. These are vicious. These are, is that the ballroom?
So no, so that's the
Oh.
Supreme Court.
I was gonna say, God damn.
They are doing work on the Supreme Court, and last Friday was when they had that case overturned when they were trying to get rid of the marriage equality. And so we went up there. I should have been in the pink, and my friend, she should have been in the blue, but we weren't thinking. So, but we went up there to support them and show that we are not terrorists. We just love is fucking love and let people
Love is
be.
fucking love.
Can you zoom in on that
Humanity.
blue koala bear right there?
No,
you
we got
can-
a better
I think-
picture.
I think you can see somebody's
We got it.
glasses right there.
Look at that.
We might recognize those.
But even funnier, look at this.
I mean, Portland gave us the
Look at
Gave
that
us-
guy. He's like, what the hell's happening?
He just woke up out of a bender and he's like, "What the hell am I?"
Portland. They said was a war zone, and they kind of gave us the key. We have proved we're not violent.
Yeah.
We're not there for violence. We're there to change things.
Yeah. It's never
It's
never
written into
been
the
about that
Constitution.
peaceful
We have a
protest.
right to lobby our government.
Peaceful
And that sign's
protest.
not just made up. Her grandfather actually was in World War II.
Yeah. Shout out, Grandpa. Thank you for doing what you did, son.
100%.
Yeah.
Look at there's a party.
I love it, man. This is great.
Yeah.
100%.
We had a bunch of blow-ups outside the Supreme Court. We had earlier in the week we had a bunch of blow-ups outside of the White House too.
Sheer violence. Look at it all.
And for my Anglos, that says
Trump must go.
yeah, que se largue Trump means Trump needs to go away already, is what
Yeah.
that sign says.
You go now.
You go now.
Man.
I'm trying to see if there's any more of these fun little
The fun ones, I think that was.
koalas.
I just had a few of them
Yeah.
that I shared, but
Yeah, all good. Let's see. We got some folks down here.
so that right there, when I went to the White House, we had a White House protest, and this group of people were Ukrainian delegates.
Wow.
And they came up and asked me about the flag. So I explained about the flag and why I was there. You can't see it in the picture, but on my backpack that I wear, I have the Ukrainian flag patch on my backpack because that's when I got off.
Diamond
Remember
Rhodes, I
from our
love you,
last
man.
time. We talked for about 45, 50 minutes. They had an interpreter there, and they kept asking questions about what we were doing. And when we were all done, they actually gave me a subdued green and black Ukrainian patch,
Mm-hmm.
the Ukrainian symbol. And that came from one of those gentlemen who happened to be a Ukrainian combat medic. And he said he wanted to give me the patch because he really was happy that they ran into me. And then another one gave me a keychain with the Ukrainian flag on the grip of a pistol. And
What does
you
that what does that mean? Like, because I mean, they're going through hell right now. And
yeah, they are. They really are. And we let them down. And that's what I told them. I apologized. I said, I'm sorry that the government of my country failed on their promise that we made long ago,
Mm-hmm. And let's talk
took it
about that
to
for a
heart.
hot second. Let's
Yeah.
talk about that for a hot second, because wasn't it like some sort of agreement that NATO wasn't going to try to scoop up any nations that bordered up against Russia?
Well, I don't know about that part of the agreement. I know about the weapons part.
Yeah.
We asked them to give up their nuclear weapons.
We asked
And-
Russia?
No, Ukraine.
Oh, okay.
And we said, we will step in if you're attacked.
Yeah.
And Russia said the same thing, because they didn't want another country with nukes right next to their country. And
Sure.
they said, we'll step in if you're attacked.
Yeah.
Russia didn't hold up their end of the deal.
Yeah.
And now the
Here we
United
are.
States, yeah.
Yeah. And again, our
had nukes.
foreign policy continues to ruin other nations as well. And then we get upset when folks want to come here. We we got to start with fixing this. And I am 100% convinced if we get it right, we will take over the planet without firing one missile, without firing one shot, because everyone's going to want to be like us.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Everyone
got-
is educated, everyone is fed, everyone is working or knows how to make work happen? What?
Nobody needs $1 trillion. This isn't a game. This isn't Monopoly, and whoever has the most at the end wins.
Yeah.
Nobody needs $1 million. Let me say that again. Or I mean, $1 trillion.
$1 trillion.
Nobody needs $1 trillion.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to be some point where if you make more money than that amount, you've set some dollar amount that your tax amount is over that is 100%.
Or how about this? How about if you are that talented and smart and gifted and you're just really good, why don't you take a crack at fixing homelessness? If you're that smart, let's feed the people. If you're that smart, figure out how to not ban books and still educate people. If you're that smart, why the fuck are our streets all busted up and our bridges are falling? If you're that smart. If you're that smart, why does California catch fire every year and then Florida's underwater every year? If you're that smart. We can flip rockets and shit, but we can't house the homeless folks. We have plenty of people that would be more than happy, given a salary that makes fucking sense, they would be more than happy to take care of a lot of those homeless people.
100%.
But if you're talented, if you're that good of a fucking leader,
But they're not a good person.
that's the point.
They're not
Right?
a good person.
It's easy. It's easy to be head coach when you have Michael Jordan on the fucking basketball team. What makes an excellent coach is what do you do when you have a bunch of scrubs? And you are only as strong as your weakest link. What kind of leader should lead? Leaving people behind. For me, leaving people behind has never been the answer. If you wanted that to be the answer, you should have never had me join the army. You should have never had me join the army.
Yep.
That's not what we do.
Or if you do have Michael Jordan on your team, how do you build around him? Because you can't win just by him.
Right. How do you leverage him? How do you
And-
leverage him?
I don't have a whole lot of time left, but I did want to show you this right here.
Oh yeah.
I wear that proudly through the streets of Florida out here.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, I get looks and I love it. Look, come talk to me. Talk to me. Let's have a conversation.
It's just a conversation.
I'm fun to talk to. I'm funny. I tell jokes. Tell
I
stories.
get out in the streets and I have a lot of conversations.
So Sgt Rhodes, You got 3 days in DC.
Coming up.
When you leave, when you're done with DC, what's that gonna feel like after you guys wrap on the 22nd?
Bring the energy back here. And then honestly, I think I'm gonna tell the team we need to start planning for 2.0. Because
Aren't you going to Montana?
so I was gonna be going to Montana this week.
Yeah.
But because I got Russ and his crew to come out to DC, they had to change.
Oh, cool.
They had to kind of move some stuff around, so it wasn't going to work. I was
And
going
to
to
clarify, Montana, why Montana came up is that's where Russell Cleveland is running for office on Montana's 1st district.
Yeah.
And
he's a Navy veteran that's going to unseat the MAGA.
Yeah. And we don't even hold that
Navy
against him. We still let him show up, even though he is Navy.
Yeah.
Russ and Kate are good people.
Yeah,
Russ
they
and
are.
Kate are they're the type. So they're the people that I'm talking to are the type of people we really need. They care. They care.
100%.
They don't just care about their own pocketbook. They care.
Yeah.
So
100%.
we got Dylan Blaha. He's a National Guard who spoke out and said he won't turn on Americans, and then Trump went after him and had the DOJ or FBI or whoever it is pull his clearance, his security clearance. He's running for Congress in Illinois. Guess what? He's going to be there next week.
Good.
We have so many people, so many good people that want to get in and serve this country. And you saw what happened, not this week, Tuesday, but you saw what happened last week, Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
America's had enough.
Mm-hmm.
We've had enough. We've had it up to here with the people that are putting their prejudice into everyone else's lives, that are putting their greed into everyone else's lives, that have so much and are trying to grab more of that pie instead of sharing it with everybody because there's more than enough to go around.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't need to be that way. And we've got a lot of candidates that are coming next week so that we can help them meet some influencers and get their name blowing up on social media so people know who they are. So when they talk, people will start saying, I know who that is. I'm going to go listen to what they're doing. They got a town hall.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a debate.
Send them to the channel. We'll put them out.
We'll put them out.
We'll bring them out there for sure.
You see how we get down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sergeant Rhodes, what is your message to anyone that is on the fence about going to DC?
Look around. And if you're not happy with what's going on, if you don't think that it's going to get better, because it's not, unless we do something about it, then we need you to get to DC or help someone get to DC or raise awareness that people need to get to DC. Someone might not have the money to go. They don't have the money to donate, the ability to go. You can still share it on social media. You can still take this video and put it on your Facebook page. If you're on Instagram and you take the clips from this video and share it and tell your friends, tell your church people. There's not a lot of time left to plan, but there's still time.
Mm-hmm.
There's people that can go at a drop of a dime that are not happy with what's going on. So try to get the message to them. If you can't go, get the message to the people that can. But if you can go, join us in the streets. You will bring that energy back to your hometown, to your community, and you will see it just blossom because it's powerful to be in Washington, D.C. and protesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's powerful to go into
really
Congress.
It really is. When you feel the energy of everyone, and again, it is non-violent. That is what's incredible. In San Francisco, everyone talks about San Francisco. Everyone's hooked on crack and everyone's pooping in the streets and stuff like that. With the exception of that one naked dude, everyone was peaceful. Everyone was having a good time. Everyone was feeding off of their own energies. Everyone was sharing information.
Yeah.
Like there's a certain thing that happens in your brain when you go and you realize that there are tens of thousands of people that think the same way you do and want to make change the same way you do, and that are tired, that are sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Mhm.
And it's an
Yep.
incredible feeling.
Your courage of coming to DC and standing in the streets with us, your courage of going into the halls of Congress will infect your community with the courage to stand up and say enough is enough. Don't be
Especially-
scared of these motherfuckers.
Do not.
I'm not scared of you.
Do not.
If
They
you're in
can't do,
DC,
they
you're
literally
watching
can't do anything to you. They
and
literally
you're the
can't.
ones doing what's going on. If you're in control of that, it needs to fucking stop.
Mhm.
I'm not going to stop talking about it. I'm not going to stop coming to your city. I'm going to keep coming back until we get this country back on track for the people.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Dad.
I wasn't sure who that. I was like, God?
Duty calls, gentlemen.
Hey, I love you.
All right, let's wrap this one up. We love you too. Thank you again for everything that you do.
Yep.
Thank you for coming and checking in. Please feel free. The door is open for you,
All
my
right.
friend. The door is open. It doesn't
I've-
matter. It
I've got
doesn't
some
matter.
rabble rousers up there. You gave me that term.
I'm working on that logo.
Lady Liberty. She's my girl, Nej. She goes as Lady Liberty,
Yeah.
and Mary goes as Wonder Woman, and then I go there as Sergeant Rhodes, and now I'm Dark Sergeant Rhodes.
That outfit. I'm telling you, don't let me find an outfit like that, boy. You'll be tired of seeing me.
We go there, and people are happy to see us.
Team
bet.
rabble rousers.
Team rabble rousers. Rhodes, if people want to find you online,
Instagram, Valhalla Overland, right there on the screen.
right there on the screen. Yes, sir.
Valhalla
then-
_Overland.
And then he's shared some images with C4 and I. And so what we're going to do is if you go to C4 Explosives on Instagram, go to Sergeant Rhodes, Valhalla Overland on Instagram, or Coconut Justice on Instagram, you're going to see a lot of the very same posters that he shared.
Mhm.
Yeah. So if you can make it happen. It will not disappoint. I promise you that. And
Whether
again,
you
don't
know or
worry about violence. Don't worry about ICE. Don't worry about none of that stuff. Don't worry about none of that stuff. We're going to be packed with veterans. This thing is
Change.
going to be packed with veterans that aren't going to be letting none of that stuff. We got veterans who push old ladies for slapping phones. You think we're going to be worried about that?
Change your profile picture. Remove the regime on your profile picture. I
got
mean,
mine
that
up.
helps us. People will be
Yeah.
like, "What's this?"
Yeah.
I got
And
mine
just
up.
share on
Yep.
social media.
But
Get the word out.
follow Flier.usa on Instagram, on if Blue Sky, Facebook, wherever, and the Removal Coalition on Instagram and Blue Sky. If you don't follow anybody, those two will be your points that you need to go to get any updates about what's going on in DC with this event next week.
Hell yeah.
Like,
Excellent.
when you guys put out this video, if you can collab with Removal Coalition and Flier.usa, don't even collab with me. Get this out with some big accounts, but tag those two so they can help promote it.
Excellent.
100%.
I don't need that recognition. That's not what I'm in it for.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to 57 protests as of last Saturday.
Jeepers.
Hell yeah.
I'm not stopping. So people will get to know me from being in the streets with me. Okay.
If we ever fix the government, you are going to be so bored.
It's going to take a long time to get back on track, but I'm down for it.
Me
Hell yeah,
too.
man.
So
All right, everybody. And with that, we're out.
Later. Peace.
Peace.